Right, we're not on our travels at the moment because we've just sold one van and we're waiting to get the new one. So something slightly different this week. What we're going to tell you about is a brand new pub stop in our own town of Howden in East Riding of Yorkshire. So follow the video and we'll tell you all about the Bowmans and how to get in touch with them, what the parking's like, and then what the rest of the town's like, because it's a cracking place we live in. It's a great night out, there's loads to do, and you really love it if you come here to visit. Hi, we're Nicky and Billy, and this is our channel. So it's all about our little adventures in our van, whether that's hiking mountains, biking, socialising, eating, drinking, or just us. So if you want to follow us, just subscribe and see what we get up to. So here it is, the Bowmans. So let's have a look at where you park. There you go, here's the car park. So as you can see, it's a decent sized car park. It does get busy. It's not going to take big motorhomes at all, is it? But there's plenty of space for camper vans, small motorhomes. But don't rock up, actually phone up the pub. So I'll put the number up, phone Andrew. So to actually stay here is a tenner, and there's a reason for that. You're not getting that off food or anything, but there's so much to do in Howden. There's no real guarantees that you will get that extra trade anyway. So pub's great, does food, but there are other options. So it's a tenner, stay here in the heart of Howden. You're not going to get anywhere to put your toilet, you're not going to get any access to toilets and stuff, but honestly Howden's a great town to actually come and visit. So if you watch the rest of the video, I'll show you all the other things you can do while you're in Howden. Okay, catch you in a bit. So you can access the parking through the front, through the tunnel, or you can get round the back of the pub and into the car park through the back. So there you go, Bowman's Park Up. Does live music on a Saturday, so if you're on a Saturday you'll be entertained in there as well. Yeah, so next door to the Bowmans is the first pub, the Welly. That does food, and if you look on their website they sometimes have live music weekends. If you're really unlucky, it'll be me. So that's pub number 2. So pub number 2 we've done. Pub number 3 we're going to call it a pub. It's Howden Social Club, and again they've got a Facebook page and have live music on. So this weekend we've got a really good local band called The Numbers and a bit of Northern Soul on the Friday. So yeah, put that on your list of things to visit. Number 4, Wine by Tommy. Well, coffee and wine, but the only coffee I've ever seen in there has been in an espresso martini. So yeah, he has Wine Wednesday as well, which is when it's cheaper. So keep that on your list if you're here on a Wednesday. So Taylor's Chalk, tiny little micro pub. I go here regular on a Friday to meet all the old boys, and yeah, really good crack in here. Probably a load of bollocks spoke as well, but good bollocks. So this is Romeo's. It's an Italian cocktail bar. Again, Wednesdays are a good night because it's half price cocktails, and it's actually attached to the pizzeria. It's owned by the same people, but yeah, more of the pizza in a minute. Bishop's Bar, so if you want to watch sport, they've got the old satellite on as well, and there is a bistro attached, usually upstairs, and there's food downstairs as well. So it's a pretty popular bar, and it's been seen in films. So as you look around the cobble streets, we do a lot of filming here because it's cheaper than shutting York down. So we've had Kelsey Grammer, John Cleese, other people, famous people around here filming. Bill Nighy for one. So another one that's not technically a bar is Flourish and Prosper. It's a wine shop, but you can also get a drink in there during the day. and then at weekends it's open a bit later, so you can actually go for a drink in the evenings. You'll find us quite a lot of times just in the bottom right corner there, supping a bottle of wine on a weekend. It's a cracking little night out. Right, the Wheat Chief. It's another cracking little pub. This is probably the only pub I can think of in town that'll have a roaring fire in winter. And if you've got a dog, take it in, because the dogs are more welcome than humans half the time. And there's always dog treats in there. So a bit like Flourish and Prosper, you've got the Hop Cavern, which is really a hipster sort of can bar during the day, but it does open late and you can drink inside. There's always usually two things on the pump there. We spend quite a bit of time in there because obviously we're hipsters. We've got the spirit specialist, so it's not a pub, can't drink in it, but I pretty much think they've got any spirit you could think of buying, top end stuff in there. There's really good stuff in, especially if you like tequila. Some cracking tequila. Yeah. So next to Romeo's Bar you've got Farina's Napolitan Pizza. It's a wood-fired pizza oven, and that's what they specialise in, is the pizzas. They do other stuff, but it's really all about the pizza, and it's quite swanky inside as well. So we have the Luna restaurant, which is an Italian restaurant. They're doing work upstairs because they're going to make some private dining. Book ahead because it's usually pretty popular. If you want a sit down curry, then there's Zolsha at the edge of town as you're heading towards the station. If you want food during the day, then the kitchen is really popular, but it can be queues out the door at weekends. And the cakes are probably the biggest cakes you'll ever see in your life. But they do some cracking food during the day as well. Ginger's, it's an ice cream parlour, but it also does really good coffee. So that's another option if you want a coffee, a little bite to eat. Yeah, the only sit-down restaurant for Chinese in Howden is the Golden Cottage, but they do takeouts as well. Aye, if you have to take out food, we've got things like this, the Minster Fish Bar for your fish and chips. You might queue on a Friday, but yeah, good fish and chips. Takeaway curry, we've got the Masala Hut. Really like that, we go in there quite a lot when we want a curry. You can also get some food or a coffee and sit down in the cafe at Bakery Number 7. Now Bakery Number 7 on a Friday gets a delivery of Jake's bread, which is like a really good sourdough baked in Yorkshire. Come regular for that, it's a really cracking bread. If you're ever here on a Friday and you want some decent bread, pricey but great, get that. Atkinson's Bakery, as well as cakes and breads, they'll also do you some food or a coffee or a cup of tea. And next door to it, we've got the Dragon Kitchen, where you can get some takeaway Chinese. And Chris is hiding in his doorway in the veg shop next door. Don't want to be on film. Aye, and for coffee, cake or actual food, including breakfast, there's the Badger and Bean, which is really nice, and dogs are really welcome in there as well. Yeah, so food wise, for a small town we've got plenty. So there's fruit and veg shop. We've got Parkin Family Butchers, which is one of our two butchers in town. Before you go in there, what you need to do is, in your mind's eye or on a piece of paper, spec out what you think a butcher looks like and then go in there. And I bet he looks like you've just imagined. Aye, so this is our second butcher's, which is Featherston's. So again, as with butchers, but also does pies and ready-made meals you can take home and heat up. But when you go in, ask Ryan if he's got any of his treacle bacon. Honestly, you'll thank me for it. It's stunning. We've even got some really nice shops that you won't get elsewhere. So this is Luso. So we've bought loads of little knickknacks. We bought signs for people from here, some great candles as well. So yeah, if you're around and you want some shopping, there's this place and somewhere else I'm going to recommend. So this is Tom Loves. We get loads of little presents in here and suitably offensive cards. So yeah, can highly recommend this shop. If you're looking for something, a little present for somebody. Right, so what to do in Howden? Well, if you've got the dogs, you can take your dog for a walk. We've got a couple of places. The first one, start with Howden Marsh. You could even feed the ducks while you're out. can use the ashes, which is behind me. And they've even got dog doodah bins. So make sure you pick it up, put it away. Let's show you the ashes. Yeah, we've also got the Bishop's Palace here, which is this building here. So yeah, you can even get a bit of French if you want to while you're in Howden. There are people regularly meet in the mornings accepted to play here. So yeah, if you've got them, bring them. So, little known fact about Howden. This is where the airship was built, and there's an airship history trail. And to do that, you just need to follow the markers on the floor, which are like this. So there you go. Anything the Germans could do, Howden could do as well. We're also really proud of our Minster, so you could always go have a look around that. hear the Howden Minster going off in the background. So behind me is the Shire Hall. So you get lots of music and shows there, but also Howden Live is a local community group that puts on acts in there. So that can be anything from Toya, Midyear, Focus, through to tribute acts for, say, the Beatles or Led Zeppelin or AC/DC. So if you look online, they have their own webpage, and they also have stuff on Facebook. You might be able to coincide a trip to Howden with a night out to see some music. Maybe catch up on an old star you haven't seen for a bit. Howden Live, Shire Hall has other stuff on laid on by other people, things like Sing Along to ABBA, Mamma Mia nights, and they also have a lot of vintage do's. So although the vintage day is cancelled this year, the vintage community is still meeting there for dances, so you can get dressed up and come do your rock and roll waltz or your Lindy hop in there. If you look on for Howden Vintage Day, they usually advertise events on there, so you could coincide a trip with that as well. That was a little tour of Howden. Hope you find the pub stop useful and you use it. And if you do come, keep an eye out for us. Probably look in the bars is probably the best place, to be honest. Don't come on a Monday. Pretty much it's shut as a town on a Monday. But if you do come, you can also go visit other places, because the train station's about 1.5 miles away. You can get in half an hour to York. You can go to Leeds. Or if you're so inclined, you can go to the City of Culture, Hull. Miss out the H. Nobody will know you're not from around here. If you want to know something we haven't covered in the video, just drop us a line in the comments and we'll get back to you. And if you do come to Howden, put in the comments whether you actually found it as great as we find it. So if it's been useful, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see what we get up to next, subscribe and hit notify, because we've got a year where we're going to get a new van, retire and travel. So it should be a really exciting year. So back to the pub stop. Remember, give Andrew a ring on the number that's here, and he'll sort you out. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.